Hello traders, Cousin Benny coming to you from theclosingprint.com on January 12th, 2020. In this edition of your weekend video newsletter, we'll discuss the indices which are at all-time highs, with earnings this week starting with the banks on Tuesday. The big cap tech names were all at highs last week with the exception of Intel. The bond stock ratio and junk high yield corporate debt are bullish. Put call ratio is neutral. We have the US dollar in a descending pattern, continues to pull back, did bounce up and tried to test the 200-day last week. We have a 5200-day cross. We have bonds near highs. They're consolidating recent gains. And we have gold consolidating as well. We'll look at some IBD 50 names that are showing relative strength, in addition to MarketSmith Growth 250 and top 20 volume percent gainers in green. Winnebago is also back. This one could follow through. Looks like it's going to push off the 9 EMA. We had buyers stepping up Thursday and Friday, consolidating along the 21-day moving average, RSI's above 50, volume increasing. MACD will turn as a function of price, of course. So look for a follow-through. Not a big mover lately. It's been consolidating at 52-week highs. Could see a breakout this week. Some of its competitors, Sky, CVCO, Thor Industries, this one could be interesting as well. Starting to trend. You can see how this is working out. Big cup and handle, maybe gets back to 140. Nice little break higher on Thor Industries. It has earnings in March, so we won't have to worry about that. So this might be something that sneaks under the radar, WGO and Thor Industries. So keep an eye on these. Both of these report in March. Flat base breakout underway. Beyond Meat, of course, we're watching how this plays out into earnings on February the 5th. This looks pretty strong. We traded it last week a couple of times, did very well. I'm looking for a little pullback for potential entry into earnings, an earnings run. Costco popped back up to the 300 level on good same-store sales for the holidays, looking for that to follow through. Look at the earnings on this company. Crazy. So this pullback to this support zone being bought by institutions above average volume, looking for that to follow through and break into the pivot zone. This is the buy area on a MarketSmith or an IBD chart. Then look for a 20% gain above this level, which would be about 60 points. So 367 long term on Costco, has earnings out in March. Insulet, also an interesting setup. Looks like it might break above 187.25. Insulet Corp develops wireless handheld insulin infusion systems for people with insulin-dependent diabetes. Looking for this to follow through. It reports at the end of February. So we're looking for a lot of these biotech and related names in this Investors Business Daily article to continue higher into this week. Okay, traders, that's going to do it for me. This is Cousin Benny coming to you from theclosingprint.com with your weekend video newsletter for January the 12th, 2020. Look for a watch list later tonight around 11:30 on the East Coast and 8:30 on the West Coast. Otherwise, have a great weekend. I hope this helps. Take care, and we'll talk to you soon.